Move over birth plan, it's time to start sharing the spotlight with the lesser known but growing in popularity postpartum plan. My name is Jamie, I'm a midwife, I've been attending births for over a decade, and fun fact, I was actually a postpartum doula before I became a midwife. I've created an extensive postpartum guide and workbook, and you can find the link below. Let me know if you found it helpful. So, first I want to start by clarifying the word postpartum refers to the period between birth and 6 weeks after giving birth. It is often a misconception that postpartum means postpartum depression. And though postpartum depression can happen during that time, they are not the same thing. So today we're going to discuss what to expect and how to plan for a successful adjustment to life with a newborn baby. Whether it's your first baby or it's your 10th, it's important to have a plan in place to thrive during this period of time. Before the postpartum period starts, you need to give birth. Now, this might seem obvious, but if you think about it, really think about it, it means that you could be going through a 3-day induction or a potential major surgery, whether or not you are planning on having a C-section. So you're often starting the postpartum period exhausted and sleep deprived, and it's likely your partner who you are expecting to help and support you is also exhausted and sleep deprived right out the gate. Now, that's normal and that's to be expected, but understanding that when planning who's going to be coming, who's going to be helping, if you're going to be hosting people at your house, what that actually looks like, right? So having a plan in place for help set up before the birth is going to go a long way in how well you recover after birth. As women, we're often doing a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes that goes unnoticed. And when the baby comes, you're expected to sit and rest. You're not expected to continue doing these tasks. And the old midwife rule of thumb is expect to stay in bed for 5 days, expect to stay on the bed for 5 days, and then expect to stay around the bed for 5 days. Now, if you do the math, that's a total of 15 days. I understand that staying in bed for nearly 2 weeks is easier said than done, and it's easier for some families than others based on support from partners, paternity leave, family support, etc. And you're going to have appointments like newborn pediatric visits that are non-negotiable, right? But the idea is cutting back anything that is unnecessary. Your priority isn't meeting everybody else's expectations. If it's a family reunion, a wedding, church, whatever, those can all go to the back burner during this period of time because it's important not only for you to rest, but to protect the baby from outside exposure to germs, whatnot. Navigating visitors and friends in the postpartum period is complicated. It's more than who lives close by, who wants to come hold the baby, who do you want to meet the baby. It's time to focus on who is actually going to provide support and who is going to be the least amount of effort to host, or hopefully not host at all, right? Does your mother-in-law expect you to make coffee for her, or is she the one stopping to pick up your favorite order from Starbucks and making sure that you have it when you wake up? Is your book club going to come by and throw some laundry in, or are they going to expect you to have a cheese plate ready for them and be snatching your baby from you? It is important, especially if you are planning on nursing your baby. Being skin to skin with your baby is what is going to help establish a good, healthy milk supply and a good nursing relationship. So having a constant stream of people stopping by to want to hold the baby can be really disruptive and emotionally upsetting for parents. So having a plan in place for what that actually looks like is critical. When I was a student midwife, I got to spend 4 months attending births in the Amish community. And something that was really fascinating is in a community of people that has little priority in luxuries, right? We're talking about no cars, no washing machines, they're farming, they're milking their cows, they're often doing very hard work, right? It is expected in every one of these families that they have hired help for the first 3 to 4 weeks after giving birth, and they are staying in bed and recovering. It's really contrary to American culture that seems to praise bouncing back as quick as possible and acting like you did not just give birth. It was focusing on how important it is for the mother and her body to recover after birth by not being expected to run the household like she did before the baby was born. My advice is this: start planning for the postpartum period in your 2nd trimester so it doesn't catch you off guard and you feel supported after the baby is born. If you're looking for more one-on-one support with postpartum planning, birth planning, or pregnancy support in general, Feel free to check out the link below to find out how to book a session with me. Come back and leave a comment below if you found my guide helpful.